Morning, it's Jo here from the York Buddhist Centre on a Friday morning. It's horrible and rainy here in York, and it has been for about 48 hours. But I'm just waiting for people to gather for our morning meditation. I'm going to be doing a loving kindness meditation in about 5 minutes. So if you would like to join us and just make yourself comfortable, make sure you've got a blanket or something to put over yourself if you get a bit chilly during the meditation session. And yeah, you're welcome to just wait for the group to gather at 7 o'clock. That's when we'll start. So welcome. This is usually the point where I drink my coffee, but I've already actually drunk it, so I'll just sit here. It's quite nice actually to have 5 minutes just to sit and wait. I've got a tiny bit left. Oh, good morning, Rose and Showbit. It's great to see you too. Good morning to you. It's probably not raining quite as hard where you are, Showbit, but we've had about 48 hours of rain, which is fantastic for the greenery and the garden. Not so good if you want to cycle somewhere. But I hope you're well, and I hope people around you are doing okay. Oh, thank you. I do really like wearing red. It does seem to make me feel different. I know certain colours are quite powerful, aren't they? But yes, this is, I guess, red's linked to Amitabha and love and kindness, so that's quite relevant, isn't it? There's a bit of personal vanity as well, Showbit, because it is one of the colours that suits me and makes me look a bit brighter. So it wasn't entirely Buddhist related when I chose it. Bonjour, Graham. You are Francais this morning. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Et tu? And that is the limit of my French, by the way. Morning, Helen. Lovely to see you. And it's really nice to be here today. And oh, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. We got our dose of Italy next week with Eugenio, so that's always nice. So this is kind of a, yeah, nice Friday, considering it'll be Eugenio next week. Oh, wow. Extreme weather in India there, Showbit. Oh, goodness. Yeah, well, you've just made me feel very grateful for some miserable British weather, because it's inconvenient, but it's not making anybody suffer. Yeah. Oh, all love to all of you and people around you as well. Oh, good morning, Lynn. Nice to have you here. Fantastic. And we're nearly at 7 o'clock, so I'll get started soon. But it's really nice to have a chat to you all. Good morning, Stuart. Nice to see you. I don't think we've met, but it's good to have you on the screen. So yeah, so that's us at 7 o'clock. So I'll get started and hopefully not overdo my time, as I often do. I'll try and aim to finish at past, around there. So good morning. We're going to do a loving kindness meditation this morning, and just for a couple of minutes before we started, I just wanted to have a reflection on one of the precepts that Buddhists try and live their life by. As a mitra, someone who's committed to following the Buddhist path, I try and follow 5 training precepts, which a lot of you on the here today will know about, but to make them short for other people who don't know, that in a positive form, they talk about, the first precept is deeds of loving kindness. The second one is open-handed generosity. Thirdly, stillness, simplicity and contentment. Fourthly, truthful communication, being truthful, practicing the truth. And then the fifth one is all about being mindful in everyday life. And I just wanted to reflect this morning just on the third precept actually, which is, with stillness, simplicity and contentment, I purify my body. I'm finding at the moment, and it'll be different in different countries and at the moment, won't it? But the UK is in a period of waking up again, and going out more. Work is very busy again. And during our lockdown, there was probably the first opportunity in many years that I've had to really be quite still and to have a day with simple tasks like housework, gardening, cooking. So for the first time in a long time, my day became quite still, and it was an opportunity for me to do some more meditation and to learn a bit more about Buddhism. And now that time's kind of drawing to an end for now, and my life has suddenly got very busy. I've got my NHS job, and I go and volunteer a little bit in the Buddhist shop, which I love. And also my children are going out more, so I'm giving lifts and making sure they're okay. And suddenly the housework is kind of getting deprioritised and is more of a chore to add in on the end of the day. And I have to say, this week it's been actually really hard to find half an hour every day to meditate. That's been quite challenging. And I noticed that I went down with a cold virus this week, and it felt a bit like my body was saying, hang on a minute, don't get swept away in all this distraction again. Try and find a routine where you can be still and content. You don't have to be dashing and dashing and dashing, which is kind of what I did before lockdown and what I've done for a lot of years, really. So I just wanted to have ask you really to reflect on, how is your contentment going? How is your stillness going in this time when society is opening up more? And how is that feeling to you? Does that feel okay? Does it feel welcome? I'm sure it does in lots of ways. Or like me, do you feel like it's kind of getting a bit out of control, like drawing you into something that doesn't feel healthy, or doesn't feel like it's helping me with my training precepts? So yeah, I just thought I'd reflect on that a little bit this morning. And whatever's happening in your life, I hope that you do have some stillness and simplicity, and contentment going on. It's so beneficial for our mental health, and it's kind of a basic thing, but it's actually quite countercultural in the UK if you can have that stillness, simplicity, and contentment. So I just really wish you well with that this morning, whatever your situation. And I found a lovely Mary Oliver poem, which, as you know, is one of my favourites, and I got this book for Christmas, so I'm just kind of working my way through it. And this one's quite a short poem, and I think it's about contentment, really. So I hope you enjoy it, and then we'll go straight into our meditation after I've finished the poem. There was one other thing that I thought we could maybe try this morning, just as an experiment, really. In the loving kindness meditation, we choose a good friend, a stranger, and a person that we find difficult at the moment. And I was listening to someone at the weekend talk about how their brain always has a bit of a scramble to try and pick that person when it comes to the moment where you pick the difficult person, for example. This person was saying, my mind always has gets a bit busy at that point, trying to choose who to choose. And I wondered if, we could take a moment now as an experiment and just choose those people in advance. So maybe if we just take a moment now to choose the good friend that we're going to bring to our meditation. And now maybe the stranger that we're going to choose, somebody that we just see around or we know of but we don't know them very well. Maybe a neighbour that you don't necessarily talk to very much. And now maybe the tricky person. It's the person that you find a bit frustrating or just somehow gets under your skin. And if it helps, you could try just jotting those three names down in front of you, so that when we come to that bit, you've got that choice made. So that might work for some of you, and it might not be the right thing for others. But I just thought it might be worth an experiment. The Buddha was all for experimenting and seeing what worked for you. So we'll follow in his wisdom. Okay, so just settling down into your meditation posture, and I'll read my Mary Oliver poem, which has got a title, quite a long title. It's called With Thanks to the Field Sparrow, whose voice is so delicate and humble. I do not live happily or comfortably with the cleverness of our times. The talk is all about computers. The news is all about bombs and blood. This morning in the fresh field, I came upon a hidden nest. It held 4 warm, speckled eggs. I touched them, then went away softly, having felt something more wonderful than all the electricity of New York City. Okay, So just arriving in your meditation this morning. Just taking a couple of deep breaths to help you properly arrive. Just taking a moment to notice your posture this morning. And the main thing is to just be as comfortable and relaxed as you can. It's also being upright and alert to really take on the meditation. So you could imagine a golden thread going up from your head up to the sky, and just imagine gently pulling on that golden thread just to help you with your upright posture. Feeling into your points of contact with the floor or whatever's holding you. And giving up your body to gravity. And trusting the earth to hold you. Noticing your out breath and how when you breathe out, it just helps your body relax a little bit more. Resting your awareness into the sensations of the breath. In the front of your body, the back of your body, and the sides of your body. And as you settle physically, move your awareness to the natural rhythm of breathing. You might notice thoughts arising, just letting them arise and pass. When you notice your mind has gone off on a spiral or a thought stream, just kindly bringing it back and resting your awareness in the sensations of your breath. Just resting here, right now, grounded and centered. In the first stage of our loving kindness meditation, we're going to direct loving kindness towards ourselves as we are here today, with all our conditioning from the past. Just as you are. Can you view yourself with a kindly gaze this morning? You're a human being living with a lively mind, trying to find peace and contentment in this world. It's not easy. Every day you're blown around by the worldly winds, automatically wanting to seek pleasure and praise. But then often coming across suffering, disappointment. It's really hard. Can you direct the power of loving kindness towards yourself this morning? You could perhaps imagine some gentle sunlight falling upon you as you meditate. You could maybe bring to mind a time when you've been kind, or you've told the truth when it was difficult for somebody's benefit. Or maybe you've just done something helpful for somebody else. Can you be your own best friend today? Just really look after yourself. Be kind and patient to yourself. And accept the kindness that comes from other people towards us. And saying these words and meaning them from the bottom of your being. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. And now we're going to turn to offer loving kindness to a good friend. Be someone who's been kind to us or given us good advice. And some of you may already have that person in mind. I just want you to really bring that friend to mind as if they're maybe next to you now, meditating with you, or sat across from you. Just remember their face, maybe how they laugh, or their movements. Really connect with this good friend. And as you do that, you might feel some positive emotion in your heart centre, or behind the lower rib cage, right in the centre of your body. Just be open to feeling some warmth or pleasant feelings there as you think about this person. Can we send them the power of loving kindness this morning in this meditation? Because they are so much like us. They get busy, they lose sight of their values sometimes. They maybe drive themselves towards goals which often end in disappointment or don't last forever. So they suffer as we do. Can you look on them with a kindly gaze this morning? And if it helps, just imagining them also being bathed in gentle sunlight, and being able to be open to the kindness of the universe. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And just letting the good friend go for a minute. I'd like you to invite in to your imagination the stranger, someone that we probably feel quite neutral about because we don't have a relationship with them, but just really bringing them to mind. Maybe imagining the situation that you see them in your day-to-day life. And although we don't know this person, we know deep down that they're very much like us. Their life is so important to them. They have people that they love, they want to do well for. They've got plans and views about things that's caused them pleasure and pain as they go through life. They get ill sometimes. They deal with losses as we do. Can we offer loving kindness towards this stranger this morning, this neutral person? Can you imagine smiling on them with kindness and friendliness? Maybe imagining the lovely golden sunlight of kindness to just fall upon them, relaxing them and relieving their suffering. Genuinely wishing them well. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. Moving on now to bringing the person that we struggle with to mind. And again, just picturing them maybe across the room from you. Or you could just imagine a situation where you tend to see them. Just really getting a sense of that person this morning. And just giving yourself a nice big in-breath if that feels challenging in any way. Because this person isn't easy for you to be around. Brings up a difficult feeling tone for you in your body. But in this meditation, can we offer the power of friendliness and kindness to this person, this being? Realizing that they are very much like us. They have things that they care deeply about. Days when they think they're getting somewhere, getting towards their goals of pleasure and being in everybody's good books. And then inevitably things change and they have setbacks and disappointments. And maybe not the skills to deal with that. So can we genuinely wish this person well? As a human being living with a tricky mind, blown around by life, can we imagine just looking on this person with a kindly gaze this morning? And if it helps, just imagining the gentle sunlight of loving kindness just falling upon them. Maybe that sunlight could come from your heart to them. May you be free from suffering. And just for the last few minutes of our meditation, imagining all four of you together, maybe in a room, perhaps in a circle, as yourself, a good friend, the neutral person, and the person that causes you difficulty. Can we offer loving kindness equally to all four people? And don't forget yourself, because you deserve kindness and love as much as everyone else in that circle. maybe imagining the kindness of the universe just beaming to all four of you. And if you feel that that feeling of loving kindness is strong enough and resilient enough, perhaps you can imagine it spreading out throughout your neighbourhood, your country, touching all the beings in our world. Humans, animals, insects. Can we open our heart to all beings? And really wish them well. May we all be well. May we all be happy. May we all be free from suffering. And just enjoying that feeling just for a few more moments. Oh, I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Good morning to everyone who's joined since we began. We've got Philippa, Paul, Alexandra, Anne-Marie. I hope you all got something out of that this morning, and if nothing else, just a time to be still and just take the temperature of where you are, because that's quite easy to miss when things get busy. So I hope you all have a wonderful day and a nice weekend. Kate will be back on Monday with her fantastic body meditations, followed by our Shakipada on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Eugenio on Friday next week. And I will see you the week after. And yeah, just remember to have a really good day. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, and have a lovely weekend. Okay, bye now. Bye.